Hi everyone, I hope you're staying at home and staying safe and healthy. I'd like to share another craft that you can make at home. This craft is a craft that even teens or small children can help with a little bit of supervision. Today we're going to make pom-poms. Now I realize that you may have yarn at your home. To this, yarn that's not been used for years. Maybe you took up knitting and crocheting and decided that wasn't something that you prefer to do, or the craft that you choose. So therefore, pull that yarn out, and we're going to put it to good use today. And these are fun little decorative items that you're going to be making, or could make, with the pom-poms. Now you'll notice that I have neutrals. I primarily had neutral yarn at my home. I make stick horses, and I need the yarn for the manes. So I have neutral colors to work with today. And black, of course. I've got that as well. So essentially what you're going to need is you're going to need your yarn. You're going to need an item or a piece of cardboard that's going to be the dimension of the pom-pom that you would like to make. I happen to have this 3-inch measuring tool and decided that it was going to be the best choice for just wrapping my yarn around there and making the pom-pom. So I have this. I need something that I'm going to be able to mount these to. Now, I can use fabric glue, and I can glue these to a pillow, an existing pillow. I can use a wreath form that I've made. You can see I've made this one from cardboard, because you probably have cardboard at your home, or poster board, or foam board. And then I just use the cutout from the center to kind of reinforce it for myself. This is nice and flat. In this case, it's the letter L. It's my name, Lisa. So I did the letter L. Notice it's in black because, again, I only have neutral colors. And we'll discuss the wreath in just a few moments. Also had ribbon that's a neutral color, but also a very popular plaid. So I used it. You could use any form of ribbon that you choose, or no ribbon, if that's your choice. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make one from the, you can see this has not been treated well, or it would be nicely wound into a ball already. It's been stored for a while. So if I want to make a really fat, thick pom-pom, I'm going to wrap that 80 to 100 times around this. These I wrapped probably 45 because I like the look of that just a little bit better than a real tight pom-pom. So I'll show you how to trim these up and how to make one. I simply just started, I held it in place, and I'm wrapping. And I'm going to try to get 45 on there with no problem. I'm sure you have brightly colored yarns at your home. So this is something that doesn't even have to match. If I had a small strip of blue, wrap it around there. Continue on with a red or an orange or a yellow, whatever you had, and your pom-pom is going to be multicolored. It'll be pretty. I'm going to do a couple more. This is yarn that is not going to be used for anything else. So I'm going to trim that. And I'm going to get a section of the yarn that I can use to wrap around it and tie it tightly. The good thing about using this is I can pull that off of the end pretty easily. So I'm laying that down on top of my string in the center. And I'm going to tie it And then turn it over, and I'm going to tie on the other side. Let's put a knot there. So you can see that we're left with the loops on either side. So taking my scissors, I'm going to cut through the loops. Now I'm going to shake that out, and I'm going to trim it up. And you can trim it obviously as short as you want to. I still see some loops I missed. I made, obviously, the pom-poms for the black, and it was all over my carpet for days. Now, as I said, the more times you wrap, the tighter this becomes. I like a little loose pom-pom. Okay, and there we go. Now, you can see that I have pre-made several of the black, and then I have this one as well. It is a multicolored. It's a really soft yarn. It feels wonderful. So I could include those as well. And then you can see that I have made a wreath, which I like the wreath. I don't like my color choices. I would probably make this thing entirely black and embellish this around the Halloween season. And this would be a great display, maybe an orange bow. So use your creativity. I've seen them that are all neutral, very pretty, with a burlap ribbon on it. So think about how you can make this a little bit more elegant. I like the shape of this. I like the bow. And I simply tied that bow on so that I could remove that and put a seasonal bow on it if I choose to, or reuse this for another time. But again, I probably next time, or might even change this one out to have black. This is good because again, it's flat to the surface. There's no roundness to the back, so this should hang very well. These are great in kids' rooms on the wall. I had foam board at home, so I just cut the letter L, and it is not an exact cut. It's kind of rough. But the good thing about pom-poms is there's some forgiveness for that uneven cut. And then all you're going to do I'm going to put a dab of hot glue and add my pom-pom. This is light enough so you can put this on the outside of a kid's door, on the wall. There's no danger of it falling and hurting anyone, or, you know, it's not heavy. Okay, so you can see the bottom part of this, I would go up this and all the way down to the other side, and I think that's plenty. Again, you can make some smaller ones, different colors. You can add those periodically just for a little highlight. The purpose of this again is to try to use supplies that you have at home to create crafts for yourself in your downtime as an adult, if there is any downtime as an adult, or to include your kids. And this would be a great one that you can include your children in as well. So, keep crafting.